guys, good morning. It's bright and early this morning and we are going to be working on a 7230 John Deere. You've seen multiple parts of this video progress along with this tractor, and today we got the speakers in, the speaker covers. Let's see what else we got. We got the side shield in, we got the fuel filters in, we've got the air filters for the cab in. We've got quite a bit of stuff we're going to do to this tractor today, guys, so stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe down below if you haven't already to see more video notifications. And with no further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so here's the 7230, if you can see that there, and we've got some of the parts that I've been speaking about that we needed to be getting for it. Here's the old speaker we had. It's got a magnet on it, so kind of, at least the wind won't blow it away. Anyway, getting into the new one here. So we needed new speakers because the old one of them was actually missing. It was gone when we got the tractor, and the other one, if you can see that in there, I'm going to have to use both hands for that. So there's the other speaker, and then we've got our speaker covers that goes inside our cab on right there in them holes, if you can see that. And then we've got our side panel. So that's the first thing. We've got some filters and stuff too. Well, let's start on this and then we'll get to the rest of it. Alright, so we're out of the wind now, so you can kind of hear me. If you can see, there's these two wires here, so we're going to plug them into the speakers. That's the new one, that's the old one. So let's see if I can't do this. Alright, so now that we're done with the installation of the speakers, you can see 1 and 2 there, we will now turn on the key. Unfortunately, no cold air right now. Not because it doesn't work, it works good, it's just the tractor's got to be running. So, everybody hear that?
Recently, when one of my friends was feeling bad, that song came to mind, and I told him to tell me.
So it works, guys. So speakers are implemented and working. So now next to the next process of elimination. Alright guys, so now that we're at the right side of this tractor, you can see we need to take that green frame off. The other side has a grill in it. This one does not. I ordered a new grill. The grill and the frame piece cost about $140-ish. And so we're going to now start installing that. Alright, so it's kind of windy out, guys, but this is the old one. Pick it up. And you'll notice right there is a busted off bracket piece. Trying to see, there's a couple of them. Right here where my thumb is, there's another one that was busted off. Right there, there's another one that's busted off. And of course the black grill is attached to this, and there's no way of unadhering it besides breaking it off, so they've completely broken the black grill off of that. So there's the new one, guys, all installed. Look pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. So now that we've got the side shield on and the speakers on, we're going to replace the rear air filters. Just folds down, and try and hold the camera halfway steady for you guys. So there's the old one. You can see that. Here's a new one. There's a difference, guys. You can actually see the old one is even starting to deteriorate down there, so it's way past due for this new one. So let's get this one on, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we got it done one over there, and now we've got this one to do. Took a little doing and getting it done with two hands, so I'll see if I can do it with one so you guys get to see how it's done. Just take the shield off, lay it down there, filter off. You guys notice? Right up there, see that little tab? That's kind of key. Lay this one down, get the new one out. Like before, guys, you can see there's extreme amount of difference. So this end does not have the tab. Twirl this around. That end right there, you can see has the tab. So we'll slide it in. It's got a rubber around the edge of it here. So we're going to make sure we push it in all the way. It really pushes in pretty tough. There we go. So now it's all the way in. Slip our shield back into those two notches. And we're in. Make sure it's locked down there below, and it is. So there's how you just change the rear air filters for the tractor, like the cab ventilation system. Now there's two interior air filters also. This is all strictly for air conditioning and cab filtration. The engine filter for the air on the engine is actually, if we'll go up here, it's right there in that black box. And we just replaced it. I was not able to get it on video, but we did replace that one. So with that said, let's get to the interior filters. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys now how to do the interior ones. If you can see it, it's kind of through there on both sides. If you ever have weak air conditioning systems or heating systems or any of that, I would definitely change the filters because that definitely could be your issue. This whole back case comes off. Set that over there on my knee. More down there. And I'm leaving the door open so you guys probably are getting a little bit of wind because it is 87 degrees out and humid. And so it's not necessarily a good day to be in a tractor cab when it's not running. You can see there's the difference of the air filters. Again, measurable difference. I did not just bend that. That was already bent when I took it out. So it definitely needed replaced, guys. They've got a little foam piece around there. So we're going to slide that back in. There's one. The other one's back here by the fuse box. And again, it's in bad shape compared to the other one. And now granted, I mean, any filter that's been used at all will be a little bit dirty. I mean, these are pure white because they've not had any filtration system ran through it yet. So it's not bad to see it dirty, it's just bad when it gets to this much extent, because if I shake them, and I probably will try to here in a minute, you guys will be able to see the dust just fly out of them. Alright, so we've got them both installed, 1 and 2. Now just put our shield back on, and then we've completely refreshed, or at least put brand new filters in it, and so we should have the cleanest air possible. Not that we already don't. We have awesome air conditioning in this tractor. It's actually probably one of the best we've had in a while that we've used, and there it is, guys. So the air conditioning system is now completely clean and filtrated, and if you guys can see that, that's all stain. That is not just dirty. We detailed the inside of this cab, and it's pretty darn clean, actually. You can see the knobs and everything, so... Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see this dust or not, but it is definitely coming out. You can't hardly even see it there. but it is coming out, guys. You see that stuff flying in front of that gray there. That's just all the junk, so. Alright, so if you guys can see this, I stuck them in the pickup, so maybe I get out of the wind a little bit. We got two new fuel filters. One's a final filter water separator, and the other one is a water separator, but it is not the final one. So we're going to replace both of them. Also, whenever you replace a fuel filter in any kind of diesel tractor, it's always best to fill it up with diesel fuel before you put the new one on with clean diesel fuel, so then the tractor does not have to whirl and work the starter even harder trying to get all the fuel to fill these filters up before it actually ignites and fires. So with that said, let's get started on putting them on. Alright, so let's get to starting on draining this. Slide your black plastic collar off. Now, granted, there is a wire under here, which I'm going to be back with you guys momentarily as I unscrew that properly. Alright, so now I'm back with you guys. I just unhooked it, actually. It's got an electrical sensor. I just unhooked it, and then I'll show you guys in a minute. I just used the bucket to catch all the diesel fuel. There's no point in putting it all over the ground and causing a mess that way. So, and I'll show you guys in a minute, but there's a reason we're changing. Now, the fuel in these tractors are red. It is farm fuel, so that is all okay. But it's not okay when there's junk that comes out of them. Oh, and I'm going to have to be back momentarily again because I can't get that off with one hand. Alright, there we go. It's always good to see how fuel is. Now you can see that's red and pretty clear there, but if we would take that and put it like on a petri dish or just any piece of plastic, you can definitely see, or you could tell, that there are some major issues in the fuel system. Not necessarily that the tank is dirty, but just because, you know, particles get in once in a while, even from the fuel, the maker of the fuel itself, and so this is just always precautionary to save your engine some trouble. So we're going to take this little electrical thing off of here. I guess a little electrical thing is technically called a sensor. And there's that if you... So, now I'll get my new filters. Also, if you guys remember, there's the filter number down there, and you're kind of probably looking at it backwards. But we need to always make sure we're getting the correct filter for the correct usage. And the numbers are correct, and I'm upside down too. So we'll screw this bottom piece out of it, and then we'll put the sensor in it, and then we'll screw it back on. Alright, so now I've got our filters full. We're going to start putting them on if I can do it without getting the camera all diesel fuel covered. Alright, so we're done. I apologize for not being able to show you guys how to put them on, but basically this plastic ring screws back up after these John Deere filters have silver notches that fit into the filter head, and then this plastic piece screws on to hold them on. I also plugged in the electrical down here, if you can see right there, and so it will be tied into the sensors in the dash of the cab of the tractor. Alright guys, so let's see if this thing will start. The new filters, it will probably whirl her up wild because it does have some air in the lines by replacing the filters. Well, didn't whirl too darn long, that's for sure. So we've got air conditioning. I can turn the volume up on the radio.
JBS Atomo is awesome.
Yeah, we got a radio. There we go, guys. Hard work's all paid off. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe down below, hit the like button, comment with any questions or tips you may have if you've been through that before and had any experience with that, or if you recommend something that you think might work, please don't hesitate to do that because we always are willing to learn. Also, don't forget to go follow us on Instagram where you can see clips that we won't be featuring on YouTube, or at least updates about stuff that you won't be seeing regular on YouTube. So, I guess with no further ado, guys, thank you for viewing this channel. If you haven't already, like I said, don't forget to subscribe down below, and don't forget to tell your friends and family about this. Hope you have an awesome day. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe down below, hit the like button, comment with any questions or tips you may have if you've been through that before and had any experience with that, or if you recommend something that you think might work, please don't hesitate to do that because we always are willing to learn. Also, don't forget to go follow us on Instagram where you can see clips that we won't be featuring on YouTube, or at least updates about stuff that you won't be seeing regular on YouTube. So, I guess with no further ado, guys, thank you for viewing this channel. If you haven't already, like I said, don't forget to subscribe down below, and don't forget to tell your friends and family about this. Hope you have an awesome day.